Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor Martyr. My name is Wilfred. So finally I've got a chance to play a little bit more on this new Season 7 on PC, the season of Malediction, and I must admit that I enjoy it a lot. It's way more challenging, but also more rewarding. Mechanic is so fun as well. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a little bit of background on this season to get you started if you have not already so. And at the back of this video was some video clips I've recorded when I played the Void Crusade, but not just any Void Crusade. This is the Malediction, Maledictive Void Crusade, which means it's more challenging, more rewarding, and more fun. Okay, now so how does this season work is that the 75% of the mission, meaning that 3 out of 4, become maledictive. It has one of the 3 affixes to the entire mission, and generally make it more challenging. It affects the random mission and more importantly the war zone. Now war zone is available as a DLC. You can unlock it using in-game currency as well, and I always recommend anybody who's reached level 50 and above to visit war zone every level, because you have you can do 2 missions per level, up to 100 of them, and even the war zone can become maledictive as well, so that make it a lot more fun and rewarding, because war zone you can't put a tarot card in it, and to make it more rewarding than it is already so with the item reward. So highly recommended, do some war zone after level 50 because of this season 7. And but also note that these maledictive affixes on the mission exclude the story as well as priority assignment, so those won't get affected. But that's fine. I think a lot of us already skip the campaign when we go directly into a mission. And I must say that initial part was really hard, because when you skip the campaign or story, the only source of XP perhaps is through random mission for you to collect reputation or as well, but because of 75% of the mission become harder, you may find your level experience a little bit slower at first. If you found it a little bit too hard, you may want to pick some of the random some of the non-maledictive story random assignment, or the priority assignment as well, or autos as well. So there are other options for you to get some XP and get going without getting yourself smashed really hard by the maledictive mission. But what are the 3 types of maledictive mission? The Noxious, which is green, the Warbound, which is purple, and the Smothering, which is red. So in generally evolves around the theme of poison, green, the warp, which is purple, and the heat or the fire, which is the red. So all 3 of them more or less similar in the sense that the enemies are tougher, the bosses are tougher as well. They deal more damage, and also upon their defeat, they would cause an explosion for the green and the orange one, meaning for the poison and the fire one, they will explode. The enemy will explode upon defeat, and they would also have poison or burn on hit dealt as well. So just a little bit careful. You have to be quite tanky to deal with all these maledictive missions. Warp bound is a little bit different. Warp bound is when the enemy being defeated, they will apply general vulnerability upon you. It's a bit like Diablo 4. But then also they bring in the season 2 mechanic of the warp anomaly as well. So it's a little bit more fun. I highly recommend you, and I'll put it at the link below, to read up the companion, because that will tell you what the season 2 mechanic is. Otherwise, you can't really tell. There are different patterns on the ground. That some of them is good to step into, some of them is probably not good to step into, or get the mobs to get defeated inside the zone. So because they will get resurrected. So just read up on the companion. It will help you a lot on the journey of the season. But overall, there are 3 types, 3 different ones: Noxious, Warbound, and Smothering. Now, just like many seasons, just like other seasons in the past, there's also a meter or a bar for you to fulfill once you gain the progress to 100%, then you can spawn a seasonal boss mission. Now, seasonal boss mission, they will spawn randomly 3 types of herald. The Herald of Malediction, which again to the theme of the fire, poison, and the warp. All right, and the all these seasonal mission, just like the past seasons, will have guaranteed reward. In this season, is 2 of those caches or chests. There's also the seals of malediction as well. I'll get into that in just a bit. Void key, which is kind of common in all the seasonal mechanic, to allow you to open an extra cache or chest when you complete a Void Crusade. And also it has a chance to drop an ultimate malediction, which is a consumable that you can increase the bar of progress to spawn another seasonal boss. So you could actually do quite a few seasonal mission to get there, to get going. All right. They've added 6 different seals for the priority seal for the 3 different type of malediction. So the way I see it, and I put it in the picture there, the way I see it is that one is relevant to your build, that you can use it for just general purpose because it does buff certain, like the damage type that you dealt, as well as have some kind of like reduction, damage reduction against certain enemy type. But there's another one, this interesting one is the maledictive type relevant. So take a look at the one that I just showed you here. There are 2 types of seal for the orange type of malediction missions. One is a seal of Raging Inferno. So if you look at it, it's really good for my Psyker. It has the hit bonus plus other things as well, and it's okay against the warp bound kind of enemies. So I'll be doing okay in the purple kind of like maledictive mission. But in general, this item could be good for my Psyker because it does buff the hit bonus. But if you look at the seal of Engulfing Flame, which is excellent for the smothering or the orange maledictive mission because it has supreme resistance. Now, I usually have my resistance at my cap at 60%. So adding another 30 to 60 supreme resistance on that, in my mind, I think if it is addictive, it'll be quite interesting. Not sure whether it's addictive or multitative, but I'll test it out and let you know. But in any case, it boosts your cap beyond 60%, that is for sure. So I'm looking forward to see what this one is for. I could collect one of each type, get a really nice roll. Of course, there's some penalty on my damage output as well, but meaning that some of this explosion kind of mechanic or the kind of like damage over time reflect upon me kind of mechanic would not kind of like hurt me too much, and I can take higher kind of level as well. So I'm interested to see and test out what it means as well. Need not to say there will be seasonal shrines as well. I'm not going to list out all these things. That will be in the in the companion. And the maledictive shard is very build specific. If you want to kind of like add kind of poison or burn or warp vulnerability on hit dealt, you could as well put a shard there in either armor or the other items or the weapon, depending on what you want to do with your build. So it does open up a little bit more on this, but usually shards are a little bit weak compared to Sun Doctrine, so I'm not too crazy over the shard, but it could be fun to just try things out. Now, need not to say there will be ultra rare portrait, and this time around is really ultra. Last season's ultra portrait dropped quite soon for me, that I was surprised that that is not too ultra. I thought I was really lucky, but a lot of my friends got it as well. So, but this time round, I think the ultra rare portrait is pretty ultra rare because I haven't seen it yet so far. And there will be cosmetic as well to put on your ship, and as you continue the season journey. Now, I will be updating my season journey guide. I put the link below as well for those of you who are new to the game. The video is quite long, but it's a good introduction to the game. However, if you don't like to watch a video of that long, although even though with time code. There's a written version as well, so I cater for both need. So yep, I will be updating those guides very, very soon as I dive deeper into the Season 7 Season of Malediction. Do drop me any comment or any questions as well if you need to know a little bit more about this game. I spent more than 700 hours playing this game. It's one of the most well kind of like play or a lot of time being spent on this game compared to other ARPG that I play. I think the highest probably Marvel Heroes, followed by Diablo 3, then this will be the third one, which is the Warhammer Inquisitor. Alright, so I hope you enjoy this game, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.